MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
First offering on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Lofted in the air out to right field. Harper on the run. He's there and records the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 6.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Softly hit to the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs' starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Noah Syndergaard gets the call in hostile territory here for game one of the division series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
So striding in, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. The 1-0 home is in off the plate. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
This one's down to third. There is Seager. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting second, right fielder, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He has an even 10 hits in 21 at-bats. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs.
Ryan.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Merrifield picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next up for New York, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Two balls and a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him.
Batting fifth, third baseman number 16.
Standing in, Kyle Seager. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And a neck-high fastball that time. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Now the payoff pitch home. Ripped down the line. This will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone, grab your glove and flash some leather.
With Merrifield next to hit. Chopped weakly to the right. He's got it. There's one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Batting seventh, shortstop,
So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. Been pretty good. 5 for 12. 2 of those hits were for home runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball that time, not even close. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Rizzo has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Nat, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Javier Baez. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Rizzo gets his lead at first, nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us because it is really coming down out there. This isn't an easy sport to play in the rain.
1-0 count. Here it is. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
The 3-1 taken, strike two. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. Just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. 1-1 to Schwarber. A runner on first with two away. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Cubs strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. At the plate, Austin Hedges, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball one. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
2-1. swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Noah Syndergaard, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Baez has it. And there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Ready now, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Mike Trout.
Digging in, Mike Trout. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Turned on down the line. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Darvish a check on first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Conforto leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Up around the face. There's a strike. The 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Into the box, Yu Darvish. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Grounded to the right. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI groundout instead.
Here's George Springer. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. One out, nobody on. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Hit down the third baseline. Backhanded. And that's the second out.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
So two are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Chris Bryant would be next. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Prior to the at bat, a check on first and a dive, but he's back in. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Bryant, a Nevada native who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Here's the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The 1-1 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
That throw wasn't on the money from the catcher that time, but he did have a lot behind it. His good arm made up for it, and he nabs him trying to take second.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Mets go down quickly. They're down 1-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Anthony Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 home. Taken on the inside corner for strike one.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
So 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. Makes the play, one away.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Standing in, Javier Baez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. And he misses again, 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's a huge swing by Baez and a ball sent to deep left field, but just foul. 2-2 now to Baez. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
The batter, number 1, Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Hedges, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Story brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Noah Syndergaard, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Merrifield at second with 2 down. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Into the box, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. One 0 count. Here it is. Very weakly on the ground. The 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Now batting, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway.
Schwarber.
Pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. The 1-0 home. Popped him up. Hedges shading to his right. And he brings it in on the warning track.
The pitcher. Number 11. Garvin.
Number 13 will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Schwarber, the runner at second with one away. gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
One strike.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Conforto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here's George Springer. He was a ground out victim last time up.
George Springer.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Has a look. Now the pitch. And there's ball one.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the counts at 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Here comes the 0-1. Little dribbler back at him. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
First pitch of the at-bat. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Missed with a slider.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. high in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Line drive to center field. Springer has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Here's Starling Marte. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On his way to second goes Marte. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on one swing.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Now a spin and a throwback to second. Don't want to forget about it. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Marte leads off second with one gone in the inning. Pickoff move to second, just keeping him close. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is outside for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
.30 pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Leading off for the Cubs.
This guy has been
Third baseman, Rick Ryan.
First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. Merrifield scoops it up. And a good throw gets him one gone.
First baseman number 44, Anthony.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 1-0 home is a slider that misses below the zone.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
To first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Second baseman number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still tied 1 apiece. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman
Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. And a neck-high fastball that time. Missed with a breaking ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And they're going to call this a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. 2-2. Is taken, ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop, Ahmed.
Striding into the box, Ahmed Rosario. Going to strike out victim twice in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball. Throwing to second. Not in time. And he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
In now, Austin Hedges, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, that
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
3-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Brandon Nimmo will come on to pinch hit here. In a big spot.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. In there, 0-1. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. The 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. From the belt, the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Grounded back up the middle. Story scoops it up on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Cannon Middleton gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hard hit at third. Seager fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Kyle Schwarber becomes out number 2 this inning.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. And this time, the ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Once again, a 3-2. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Previously, Pedro Strop gets the call as he'll pitch with one gun on in the top of the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider down low for a strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strop is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Starling Marte. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And the count will be full. Lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Outside, 3-0 now.
And that fastball away there almost works like another pitch out. I think they're definitely worried about him over there.
The 3-0. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dylan Betances will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Albert Almora will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Marte at second. Goldschmidt on at first with 2 down. Fly ball right down the line in left.
Waiting on it is Almora.
He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Good work that time from the Chicago pen. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr.
Outfielder Albert Almora.
Here comes the first pitch. Left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Digging in once again, George Springer. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set, and the pitch. Drilled to the right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. Will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. And now Bryce Harper.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. Torres, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
None out, runners at first and second. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. 1 run scored. Throw into third will not be in time, and it's a 2-run double.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Dewar. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he will take strike 3 called as those runners stay put at second and third, and there's one away now.
Second baseman, number 9. Javier
Now to the plate,
Baez.
Javier Baez. We'll see if he can deliver. Arodys Vizcaíno answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one. Vizcaíno, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. Now the 1-0. There's a fastball that misses. Harper at third. Bryant at second with one away. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Trevor Story. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen.
Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Tommy La Stella will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big, big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Right over the middle, knee high. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We're on to the 9th here in game 1. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mets 1. Kyle Hendricks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Kyle Hendricks.
With Merrifield next to hit. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. pulls this one in the air out to left.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in and looking for more, Ahmed Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Austin.
Settling in now, Austin Hedges. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The Mets down to their final strike. And the changeup is way low that time.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley.
The Mets down to their final strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this one missed down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
This one's down to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Reyes will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 33.
And that misses low and away, ball 1. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
Three to 1 the final score this afternoon. Chicago win the opener here in the division series.
Dylan Betances
Gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.